Hey everyone, hope everybody's doing good during this time. I know it's a very trivial time, and anxiety is high, stress level is high, all of the angst, all of that. Even in California, as they're trying to get back to normal, somewhat back to normal. I heard Donald Trump yesterday, I believe it was yesterday on the 29th, April 29th, he was saying, he was asked about that, do you think we're ever going to get back to normal? Do you think we're always going to be walking around with masks and all that stuff? And he doesn't think that it should last long. He really, from what he was saying, doesn't see that happening where we're wearing masks for a lot longer. But at a county level, at a state level, it's really up to them. So I just heard Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, is going to close the beaches and close the parks. And, these are very divisive things because people have very strong views about it, regardless of where you stand on COVID-19. So that concerns me because it's the divisive things are what usually turn family against family, friends against friends, and create more problems, secondary problems during this crisis. The crisis is used, never let a good crisis go to waste. So it's kind of that thing. That's what I'm more concerned about, and I'm very concerned about the reaction of the state government, of the counties, really, too. I contacted my local county sheriff's office to see how they're dealing with this. Are you guys going to enforce this? If you're letting people out of jail because of the COVID thing, and there's people inside the jail that have it, well, first of all, why let people out? And second of all, are they doing any testing, or how does all that work? It's a whole big mess. And the sheriff's department basically deferred me to the public health, the county public health line and all that. And that was basically it. So I haven't followed up on it yet. There's way too much going on. And I'm sure you all kind of know that. I'm sure you all have a lot of things going on too. So, but during this time, whatever your view is, whatever the thing is, remember, family is forever. Real friends, don't lose real friends over a disagreement on this. And I know it's a serious thing, and I take it seriously. I don't get mad when somebody says that it's a hoax, or when somebody says that, we should shelter in place and crawl in a hole until this all passes. So I'm looking at it from all different sides. You have people going out to protest, and it's not like they're protesting it's not like they're out there protesting for months on end, right? Days on end. They're out there for a couple hours on a Saturday. So, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it, but it's like the mixed feelings are usually where they get us to turn on each other. And I just want to remind people, don't let them do that, because that is part of this plan. That is part of the devil's plan. Whether you think COVID is real or whether it's not, all that, it's all part of the devil's plan to confuse us, to trick us, to lie to us, and to make us turn on each other and to turn away from Jesus Christ. And in this time, we need Jesus Christ more than ever. And if you don't have a relationship with Jesus Christ, or if you feel that your relationship is broken with Jesus Christ, please remember that it is not broken. It is never too late. The door on Jesus Christ's side is always open. It's always open. All you have to do is be willing. Just be willing to have a relationship with Him. Doesn't mean you're going to wake up in a couple hours and, I'm this great Christian and life is good and wow, look at this, get carried away into the clouds by Jesus Christ. It doesn't work like that. The life of a Christian is a very tough one. and it's not easy. When you become a Christian, when you devote your life to Jesus Christ, your life gets harder. It does not get easier. And it's supposed to be that way, because this is a temporary world. These are temporary things. And when we lean on Jesus Christ, we forget about all of those fears, all the worry, all the doubt, everything that is trying to tear us down every second of every day. We are spiritually under attack. Yes, physically too, all that too, but that doesn't matter. What matters is our spirit, and we are spiritually being attacked all of the time. 5G, all that stuff. Look into it. Whatever your view is on it, it is an attack. The radiation, what I'm doing right now, there's radiation involved here. You know, it's everywhere. And, you know, you can either crawl in a hole, you can try to fight it, whatever you can do, whatever you think that you should do. It's important to do something, and don't just be like still water, just water sitting in a pond somewhere, just sitting there, just, you know, corroding, or just whatever you want to call it, just, you know, turning into a swamp basically. But lean on Jesus Christ. Get to know him. Build your relationship with him. And if you believe that you have a strong relationship with Jesus Christ, remember that you are constantly under a spiritual battle, and you have to constantly keep working on that. Don't let your guard down, because that's what the devil is waiting for. And it only takes one moment for that. And it's up to us to remember that it is never, ever too late. And tomorrow is always a brand new day. Today is a gift, and yesterday was a blessing. Very important things here as we go forward into what is the new world. And it's the new world that the devil is trying to make, if we let him, if we are willing. But if we are willing to follow Jesus Christ, it's going to be a tough road. But it is the road, it is the path, it is the one true path that we are always meant to be on. We were cut off from God, you know. In some ways we still are. But we're rebuilding that relationship, and we're trying to get closer to him. And it is very difficult for Christians who are used to going to church, who are used to being in a physical building. And we know that the church is just, Jesus is the head of the church. We are the body of that church. But if you know, when I go to a physical church, to a good church, I get a very positive spiritual feeling. I mean, an amazing feeling, an amazing blessing that I get that I'm not getting when I'm sitting at home watching church online. I'm just not. It is not the same. I'm ready to go back to church. That's where I want to go. You know, I need that in my life. And maybe some of you don't. Maybe some of you don't want it. Maybe you've tried. You feel like you've tried and it didn't work, so you're giving up on it. Don't give up on it. There is a church out there for you. Where there are two or more, you know, the power of prayer, and that many people sitting in a church building, in a blessed building, and praying is very powerful. You and I can pray here right now, and that is very powerful too. But when you have two or more, the or more, you know, it's more powerful. That's the way I see it anyways. So just wanted to drop that line a little bit and remind people and to let everybody know Jesus Christ loves you, and he is always here for you and will never ever leave you. We doubt because we don't know. He doesn't doubt us. He already knows exactly what we're going to do, since God doesn't dwell in time. It's already done. So I don't know what the real deal is with this COVID thing. All I know is I am taking it seriously. You know, I take the flu seriously too, and I don't get a flu shot. But I'm taking this seriously, and I'm not getting any COVID shot or anything like that. I'd rather die. Because if that's my time, if God wants me to go, a shot is not going to save me. It's not. And you can think, well, maybe God wants you to take that shot. Maybe. But if he does, it will happen. It will happen. He will do something. There will be some way that shot gets injected into me. if it's God's will. And only He knows. I don't. But I pray about it. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think we're going to get there. I'm worried about the regulations that are continuing to come, the laws that the governor, that the states are passing, that they're just, creating on their own for our good. We don't know any better. We can't be trusted to handle this on our own, to make our own choices. No, we have to be forced to do that. And I don't like that. I've never liked that. If it's good, if it's a good law, if it's a good, whatever you want to call it, people will do it. They will do it. They will flock to it. They only flock to bad laws when they're tricked out of fear. And if I'm doing anything out of fear, then I have to really step back and think about, why am I really doing this? So, God bless you all. Be back.